Hello everyone, this is one more continuation video for standard 8 language where I'll explain you if we convert an imperative sentence from direct speech to indirect speech, what are the rules we have to remember, what we have to understand. Now children, an imperative sentence is an imperative sentence expresses ideas such as advice, order, request, suggestion, instruction, permission, allowance, etc. You all know that. Now, in order to change an imperative sentence into the indirect speech, we use a to infinitive. To infinitive is what? To plus the main verb of the speech. To plus verb. Now, that clause is also possible in some cases. Some cases instead of using to plus verb, that infinitive, we use that clause also. That means using that we write the speech in reported speech. That is also possible. But you have to understand that instead of said, in case of reported speech, we change the reporting verb. Instead of said, we use one of the following reporting verb, like advise we use, command we use, request we use, suggest we use, threaten, order, forbid, decree, propose, entreat, prompt, counsel, pardon, beg, persuade, instruct. All these reporting verbs are used, but most commonly what we use are advise, command, request, suggest, order, forbid. These are most commonly used reporting verb which we change in case of imperative sentence when we transform from direct to indirect. Now we have to remember one thing. After the reporting verb suggest, we use a that clause and we do not use infinitive. Now the verb forbid, you must have heard the verb forbid. Forbid is the past form and forbidden is the third form. Forbid itself conveys a negative sense. Therefore, we do not use not in the following clause. Means when we use forbid verb, we do not use one more not word because it itself gives the meaning of negative. Now study the examples. Direct speech. The old man said to the boy, please help me. This is an imperative sentence of request. So keeping in mind that it's a request, we will write the reporting verb requested. Said will change into requested. The old man requested the boy to help her. Now children, see this sentence. Help, please help me. Here help is the main verb. So what I said at the beginning, we take the main verb and make it infinitive, to plus verb. So to help we have written, requested the boy to help her. Next, I said to him, love and obey your parents. I advised him to love and obey. Here love and obey, these both are main verb, so we will write to love and obey his parents. So here also change of pronoun and change of your, my, all this will remain same. Or we can write this sentence, I advised that he should love and obey his parents. I told you instead of using to plus verb, we can use that clause also. So if we write this sentence using that, then the sentence will be, I advised him that he should love and obey his parents. Next, the teacher said to the parents, to the students, work hard. The teacher advised the boys or students to work hard, or the teacher suggested that the students or boys should work hard. Next, the director said to the patient, quit smoking. The doctor said to the patient, quit smoking. So the doctor suggested that the patient should quit smoking. Or this sentence we can write with advice also. The doctor advised the patient to quit smoking. The officer said to the clerk, do it immediately. The officer ordered the clerk to do it immediately. I said to the children, do not make noise. This sentence you see, do not make noise. This is written in, it is a negative sentence. So we can use here negative reporting verb, that is forbade. Past form of forbid is forbade. So I forbade the children. Now once we have written a negative verb, so again we will not use not not. So this answer will be I forbade the children to make a noise. If we write I forbade the children not to make a noise, that is wrong. Remember that. Next, I said to the child, do not look down into the well. I warned the child not to look down into the well. So here do not is there. I have not used forbade. I have used warned as reporting verb. If I want to use forbade, then the sentence will be I forbade the child to look down into the well. Then not will not be applicable. He said to me, wait here till I return. He asked me to wait there till he returned. So like this we can consider the imperative sentence. Now one more pattern of imperative sentence comes, that is using let. Imperative sentence beginning with let are different from other imperative sentences. Sentences beginning with let expresses ideas such as a suggestion, proposal, request, but mostly it is coming with suggestion. Now let's see the sentence. He said, let me go. What we have to do here? He requested to let him go. He said, let's take him to the doctor. Let's meaning is let us. He suggested that they should take him to the doctor. I told at the beginning only suggested will never take to. So suggested always will come with that clause. He suggested that they should take him to the doctor. The police inspector said, let no one leave this room. The police inspector ordered that no one should leave the room. They said to us, let's go for a walk. They suggested that we should go for a walk. Let's means let us. She said, let the child go home. She permitted the child to go home. The child said to us, let me go home. The child requested us to let him go home. Now this sentence we can write in that other way also. The child requested that he should be allowed to go home. So this is another method. So this is imperative sentence. Now the last part is exclamatory sentence. So exclamatory sentences are what? It expresses a sudden outburst of some emotion such as joy, sorrow, contempt, regret, surprise, etc. So common explanatory phrases are given below. You see what are generally we using? Interjection, hooray, alas, bravo, hooray, her, express joy, alas, express sorrow, bravo, express applause, what, oh, how, express surprise. So these are all we using when we write an exclamatory sentence. Now exclamatory sentence has a sign of exclamation after it which changes into a full stop in the indirect speech. That means in indirect speech we do not keep the exclamatory sentence with exclamation mark. It becomes full stop. That means exclamatory sentence changes into assertive sentence when we change from direct speech to reported speech or indirect speech. Now in indirect speech the exclamatory phrase or word, that is interjection, is replaced by exclaimed with. We don't use that same interjection in indirect speech in exclamatory sentence. So we write in place of, suppose if it is hooray in the direct speech, we will make it in indirect speech exclaimed with joy. If it is alas, we can write exclaimed with sorrow or regret, with surprise, something like that. Now if you see this example, you will understand. Before that, one more point, that connective that has to be supplied in the indirect speech. Remember that here, that in case of exclamatory sentence, after writing this exclaimed with joy, exclaimed with sorrow, we use that, THAT, that. Now some examples. The boy said, hooray, we have won the match. Now one more thing, the change of tense, the change of pronoun, that is as usual we are changing, we will change in the same way. We have won the match. The boy exclaimed with joy. That I said exclaimed with joy is representing the interjection hooray. And then we are using that and we are changing the pronoun and tense, that they had won the match. The old man said, "Alas, I have lost my purse." The old man exclaimed with sorrow that he had lost his purse. The child said, "What a beautiful sight." The child exclaimed with delight that it was a very beautiful sight. Or the child exclaimed with delight that the sight was very beautiful. "How beautiful the girl is!" exclaimed with delight that the girl is beautiful. The girl was very beautiful. Next, the candidate said how difficult the problem is. The candidate exclaimed with disapproval that the problem was very difficult. The student said to the teacher, "Good morning, teacher." The students respectfully wished their teacher with "Teacher, good morning." The emperor said, "Alas, our foes are too strong." The emperor exclaimed with sorrow that their foes were too strong. "Hooray!" cried the boy, "I have won a prize." The boy exclaimed with delight he had won a prize. He said, "May you live long." He wished that he might live long. This last sentence, you see, it's a wish. When it's a wish, we can use the reporting verb wished or prayed. He said, "May you live long." He wished that he might live long. May will become might. He wished or he prayed also correct. He prayed that he might live long. This is also correct here. So this much is for the exclamatory sentences. Now I hope you all understood. So next I'll give you some exercises of your book. The pattern of sentences which are coming in exam, those also we will do. So children, you go through the videos very properly, listen to the videos, and as I said, try to write the notes. This will help you a lot. Thank you.